For those of you who are watching or planning to watch Emerald Fennell's new film Wuthering Heights, I'd like to introduce you to the original work by Emily Brontë. The novel was written by Emily Brontë under the pseudonym Alice Bell in 1847. It was written in a period when women's voices were often marginalized or constrained by societal expectations, and when the literary world was dominated by male authors. A lot of you may be aware of the unconventional female character of Catherine Earnshaw, who's known to slap servants, pinch her sister-in-law, and throw herself into fists to manipulate those around her. But here's the long-forgotten character, Isabella Linton. So basically, Catherine and Heathcliff share an intense and metaphysical bond, but despite their deep connection, Catherine chooses to marry Edgar over Heathcliff for social status. And because of this, Heathcliff feels betrayed and marries Edgar's sister, Isabella, to take revenge on both Edgar and Catherine. But let's take a deeper look into Isabella. After marrying Isabella, Heathcliff abuses her, both physically and psychologically. There is no direct description of what Heathcliff did to Isabella in the novel, but we are given hints of what happened through Isabella's secret letters. The letters were written 2 months after her marriage. In her letters, she questions Heathcliff's humanity, asking, "Is Mr. Heathcliff a man? If so, is he mad? And if no, is he a devil? I beseech you to explain, if you can, what I have married." While the letters poses these questions, which are never answered, Isabella leaves her husband's behavior so undefined as to leave open the possibility that this behavior is too abject even to be named. Violence? Rape? We don't know. In Victorian literature, marriage was typically the happy ending or the start of a woman's domestic fulfillment. Domestic abuse was not a thing. There's no concept as rape in marriage because a husband had the right to access his wife's body and by definition could not be charged with marital rape. It was widely believed that it was a man's right to beat his wife if she refused to obey him. The Matrimonial Causes Act of 1857 gave men the right to divorce their wives on the grounds of adultery, but stipulated that adultery on the ground of the husband's part had to be combined with a more serious charge, such as desertion, cruelty, or bigamy for a woman to be granted a divorce. And even when there's evidence of abuse, it was framed as a woman's problem, a failure to be the angel of the house and fulfill their husband's wishes. A wife who left her husband had no right to access her children, who were considered his property. When the law did not protect women in marriage, Isabella took matters into her own hands. She left her husband, willfully accepts a life as a marginalized fugitive and single mother. In her letters, she stops using her married name and signs simply as Isabella. She didn't just survive, she reclaimed her own agency. So when you watch the movie, look past the toxic romance. Look for the women who had the courage to leave the moors behind. Does Isabella deserve more credit? Let me know in the comments.